Alright, here we are. Everything's assembled. Nothing went horribly wrong stringing it up, at least that I know of. I tried to do this video candidly about an hour ago, it looks like, and had a small issue. So it's no longer quite as candid because after plugging it in, I found out that my top coil on the bridge I hadn't connected properly. Reading through the sheet that came with it, it made it seem like for some reason I had to put the ground with that coil. That doesn't make sense. So I was able to go back in and fix it. And now I believe everything that we have done is working. So it's time to have a listen. So I've basically just got this plugged into an effects processor, ran through a mixer so that I can record myself as well. Here we go. So that's the neck pickup. I guess we'll start there. Not too bad. Considering how cheap these pickups were. Sorry, I'm just going to try to fix the glare I'm giving you guys. Could be worse. So that is with our O2 capacitor. Not too bad. We'll jump to the bridge next. So this is both coils. Go ahead and split it. The first real test. So we've got a single coil. And with that, we'll actually switch back instead of doing both pickups normally. This was kind of the idea behind doing this. We got a little bit of the quackiness that you would get from running on a Strat, which is what I wanted. So the other kind of oddity about this guitar, obviously I have two capacitors in here. We'll try and see if we can hear the difference. So again, here's our O2. It worked. I think try something a little different. It does kind of round out nicely, especially doing some fingerstyle stuff. Picking it might not be quite as noticeable. But it does add a nice little flair. I think it accomplished what I wanted. It might not be what some were expecting. But a lot of this hasn't been what I expected, so I'll call that a success. one thing that has really disappointed me so far has been this tremolo. Again, not to throw anyone under the bus, but WD Music. Um, it could just be this one I've gotten. It could be how it was installed. But has a tendency to stick. And you don't get much too far down. No, the range I'm getting, I'm not upset about. When I was putting this together, I did see there's a spot in here that I think might need to be filed down, and there's a handful of other things that probably need a little bit of work. We'll cover a bit more of that at the end. So we'll go ahead and normal. So a little bit rounder, a little bit fuller. Honestly, these pickups don't work too badly together, given that they're kind of an odd set. Not too disappointed. The last couple of touch-ups, obviously, I didn't go through with making our truss rod cover. May end up still just because it's a little bland up here, but there's so much going on otherwise that I don't think it sticks out too badly. We did get our cavity cover. Nothing perfect, but yeah, you can see it went about as well as I expected. Sanding, testing, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, but it works now at least. And I don't have to worry about that jumble of wires catching on something and having to troubleshoot it again. So, as part of the Great Guitar Build-Off competition, I do need to show some of the building process. So I thought I would do a fun little clip of everything instead of just having you watch me play. And also, this way I can actually prepare and record something. So I'm going to try to piece together a couple minutes of just playing. I will put up what the tone selection is somewhere above the video so you guys can tell. So I'm going to go ahead real quick and record the outro, and then we'll jump to that. All right, the time has come to call this build wrapped up. As I said, there's a couple of things that I would like to eventually adjust. Getting into the bridge, the neck ended up coming out with a little bit more angle than I would have liked. So you can see I've got pretty bad action once you get to, we'll call it the 15th fret. The 12 is still handleable. It's not going to affect me too much right now with what I play. But eventually I am going to end up probably taking this neck off. Likely once I've got a little bit more experience, and I think that I'm going to be able to do the job correctly, because I do actually kind of like what I've gotten. Finish is rough in a couple of spots, but I think some of that will change as this wears. But yeah, so if you guys have liked what I've done, I'll have some more projects to come, some more fun learning experiences. I'm going to keep trying to do this every week, so stay tuned.